desire what they can never be. Like, say, somebody did something, like, say you did something wrong, and you wanted to be just like the person that didn't do what you did. You can never be them because you already fell off the bandwagon with that rule you weren't supposed to break, that majority of the world or the laws of attraction doesn't agree with. But that person done other things that you prefer to do too. So you copy and you still try to replace that person because you're obsessed with them. You want to be just like them, but you can never be them. But you still want to take their place. And that makes you jealous of them because you weren't picked for that position. And before even thinking of wanting to be that person, you notice that they already passed the test with not doing what you already did. Like, they went years without doing what you already did within a short period of time. So you become jealous of the fact that they never did that, but you can do all the things that they can, and you don't think it's right because of they passed with flying colors, and you can never do that. They already beat you before you even started, so to say. Because when you find that person and you admire them and you want to know more about them and you want to be just like them, but you can never be them because they never fell off the bandwagon, or they have an issue that you never had. And that was like being born with parents that didn't take very good care of them when they were in the womb. And your parents did. So it makes you jealous, the fact that they were harmed more than you were. And you don't really want that happening to you, but you just hate the fact that, the world pities them, and you want that type of pity, and you want that type of pampered. You want that type of feeling, someone feeling that way towards you, and not towards the one that was sick. See, I think of the opposite of what people think of me and how I feel as well. Because if I can't connect with that person, we don't have the same feelings in that department. And I know they're opposite me. They're somebody that is not of me and shouldn't be around me because they would harm me. And if they would harm me, they would harm others. That's what a jealous spirit is. When they're so into somebody, they admire them, but they admire them and they envy them in a way where they want to end up taking their place, so they become jealous of them. It's kind of like Mirror Mirror, where the woman is jealous of her stepdaughter because of her beauty, because her fairness, because she didn't do any rotten shit that she already has done. And that makes her jealous of her because of her spirit, not because of her looks. Because the woman can get that desire too. She can get the fountain of youth too. She already proved it so many times. It's the fact that it's her heart. She can't break it. She can't get it to go in a direction she already went. She can't get the heart to hurt something that, she has hurt it, which is somebody taking advantage of somebody without them even knowing, and feeding off of them until they're caught. And she was caught, and that's why she had to move on and restart her life. And then she comes across somebody like that never done any rotten shit, so that makes her jealous of her. And then somebody that didn't do no rotten shit, and it comes along and it's just like the person with the heart, the person will not be affected by that because it's not bothering them, because they can relate. And even if they done more than them and they didn't fall off the bandwagon and they were sick, like born sick. And they did all the things they did, and they did it with perfection. They congratulate them, and they would see them as honors then, because of they're doing it without someone telling them, and they weren't around that teacher to tell them. See, that's what a real hero is. Somebody that saves themselves so that way they can be saved. And when you're having all these people around here wanting help, how the hell is a hero going to be able to save and show you they can save themselves if you're putting a stop to them? You're putting them on hold. You're not showing them that they can do independency without what others do and going their route. And the only thing they really lack is income, and that just pretty much shows why the country is all messed up and the other countries, because they're cheating. They're giving people who fell off the bandwagon, the dead, the tickets. They're putting the dead back on the wagon. It's like Beetlejuice land. They fell off. They lost. They're not supposed to be on the same plane as the other people that earned it. They're supposed to be at the bottom, but they're bringing them up at the top of the level where they don't belong. It's like you going on stage. Somebody's playing a band, and then the person wants to take their place. So they go up on stage and they just grab the mic and start singing. That's basically what you're seeing all over the internet, because you see covers of everything. They're covering over, blanketing over the original, and they're stealing their songs, and they're stealing their freaking place. And they want to get paid for being the second runner-up and not the first runner-up. So then the trophy gets, put away, and the copy comes into play, and then it's faded. It looks like shit, but they'll look like good in one department because it's fake, and then it'll look, good in another department. But when you look at the whole picture, it's all fake, so it doesn't work out too well. You can't put a faded person or a copy in front of the original and call that a masterpiece and excellent experience, an expert, professional. Might as well say professional bullshit or liar. You got people that talk shit versus people that tell the truth, and they just don't like to hear the ugly truth, so they consider it talking shit. Like, well, you talking shit? It's like, no, it's just talking the truth, and I can't say it to your face because you get hurt by it when it punch things and shit. Act like a 6-year-old with a big ass fist, like a toddler that just ate the magic potion or some shit, made himself huge, and he's running around throwing temper tantrums. Says, "I'm in charge. I didn't earn it, but I say so because my mom and dad decided to stop fucking feeding me and told me to feed myself now and cook my own goddamn meals and wash my own dishes and clean my own house and wash my own ass, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to my parents pampering me, and I would prefer it all the time because it's very desirable to me. And when they took it away from me, I felt as though that I was being life was being unfair for me, and I desired that. And so I created a bunch of people to act like my parents, and they tell me what to do too. I like that once in a while I'm being able to sneak around, so I force everybody else to do the same shit too. That's pretty much what this country has been teaching all along. To pretty much follow the ignorant, follow the ones that don't belong. They don't belong on the same plane level because they're lost. Okay, I don't know why the fuck they're here. I don't know why they're part of a system where they don't belong. Their pieces belong at the bottom. There's too many scattered pieces. People aren't putting their damn puzzles back, and then you wonder why there's missing pieces. You don't have anything in order, and then you wonder why you can't play the game right because somebody cheated or somebody was messy and disoriented and didn't put the puzzle, the masterpiece together to play the game right. You got to fucking play in a fair way, a balanced way. And when you're having loonies run shit, that doesn't help us. Just like you're not supposed to put mentally ill people or mentally retarded people on the stage and say what goes, because then you don't get no medicine, you don't get no cures with that shit, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Especially the spoiled, like Donald Trump. What the fuck would he know? He didn't even fucking ever clean a dish before. He doesn't know how to do years of freaking work for himself. You gotta do years of work for yourself before being able to lead in your robot mind, knowing damn well that you're still like a vegetable. You're still in diapers stage, wanting mommy and daddy to do most of the work for you, when you're supposed to have that towards the end, like after you achieve shit. But these are all just getting it all up front, like a kid, 6-year-old that never stopped throwing his temper tantrum and got really good at it as time went on, to be sneaky about it. So it blinds their eyes. And if you look at the fucking reflection of what they voted in and what sides with them the most, you can clearly see by what they hire. I mean, it's obvious they don't look fucking healthy, but they're experts at being healthy, and they're experts at telling you how to live your life too, and experts at showing you that they don't fucking help with shit. Because I'd be wondering, questioning, where do all the fucking people that actually do the real work at? Like, you be seeing all the people that look like they're the ones that should be doing the damn work so they can fucking work off that shit off their back. But you don't see that. You see a big patty walking around like beefcakes and shit. And I'm like the chicken patty, but they would call me beef patty when I would act all crazy and shit, because they would consider me being a real human being as mentally ill, and somebody that's not acting like a human being with a structure, disciplined, or organized mindset. They become disoriented and then say you're the one that's disoriented because you're flipping out on them. They're like, oh, you're crazy. Now we look sane because you're fucking going crazy because we're insane, because we're around you and you want to get the fuck away from us. And we don't want that. We want to be around you because that's what psychos do. They don't want to give you any goddamn space. They want to give you more closing you in and shit. An enemy that loves their fucking enemy would want to fucking keep their distance from them and keep the peace and shit and give them their life, and they have their lives. Like, you just stay over the fuck over there, I stay over here, we good. But no, we ain't got that shit. We got crazies in power, and they all over the place. They in the school system, they at CYS, they fucking at the hospitals. I mean, anywhere you fucking go. And they are not about pleasure or enjoyment, because life is supposed to be about pleasure and enjoyment. But as you can see, they twisted shit around. They have created hell on earth instead of heaven. And their business is about evil, not about good. Because if it was about good, you wouldn't be seeing people unsatisfied on 3 fucking types of sides here. You got people that are customers that are fucking unhappy. You got people that are employees that are unhappy. You got the owners are unhappy. And then you got the owners that own the owner unhappy. And then you got misery all over the fucking place. And they want to talk about that sanity. I don't know about what you think, but I think that that's just like fucking retardation. And everybody's going blown retard, and they sit there and say not to go full blown retard. Well, they just fucking done that shit. Because look at the person on stage in the White House, and then you look at the person that's the second runner up to go back into the fucking White House, was already in the White House, and he can't do shit for himself, never done shit for himself. He has had everything given to him. He'd have to earn it. He just had to show his money, flaunt his shit, and people do anything he says because they're fucking begging for help. Because if they don't fucking beg, they ain't gonna get nothing. They're gonna die. And they don't want to die, but they want to live. But they don't want to live because they don't want to live around the people that are making them do the shit they do. That's why they want to die. But they actually want to live in a section where they can prefer a better life, and with the people that they desire, the people that want to serve them, willingly want to serve them, not people that are being forced. I mean, why the fuck want to be around that shit where you're forcing someone to do what you don't want them to do, and you don't want them to do it, and they don't want to do it? And it's like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? That's this land of confusion and stupidity. Who the fuck wants to live like that, where you're being forced to go to a goddamn school system that you're not even interested in the fucking subjects, and the parents aren't happy, you aren't happy, the goddamn teachers aren't happy. I mean, shit, no one's happy. But that's okay. You just keep on going right ahead with your fucking dumbass ideas and your way of living.